I said I was gonna talk about this. I ain't really getting no specific date on when I was gonna talk about it, but it was mainly about us females, women, and using men to our advantage. Now hear me out. That is one of the things that they are put here on earth for. It's inevitable. Whether you're a fucking lion, whether you are a male dog, whether you are a human. Men are put here to be used, right? I didn't say misused, I said to be used. They naturally, not all y'all, but most of them, majority of men, naturally provide. They naturally want to be there for their mama.
Because it's naturally in them.
They want to be there for their dad and their sisters and, the woman and their kids and all that. They want to provide, right? So then you have women in the world who we all know that. And then you have women in the world who use it to their advantage, right? And there's nothing wrong with that because, again, these men naturally want to do that. I'm not talking about y'all men who don't feel like y'all shouldn't do nothing for. I'm not talking about y'all. It's men out there who do take care of women with no problem. They want to do that shit. Like I didn't come across one, but they want to do that shit. You can't cross one yet? No? Okay, well, whatever. But they are out there, okay? Well, I did come across one.
I did come across one, but it was rules and it was
too many stipulations.
It didn't make sense.
It was too many stipulations for me, so I was like, yeah.
So you basically want me to be your orphan Annie? Yeah.
Basically, pretty much. No. But
I've been struggling all this long time. I'll be all right.
I'll be fine.
I'll be perfectly fine. Been on my own since motherfucking 15, and bitch, I'm 25. I'll be 26. Don't worry, sir. I'll be perfectly fine. Trust me when I tell you that.
Yeah, I'm not about to do all of that.
Nah.
But we have to at some point understand that although they are here to be used and although they do this for us and so on and so forth, we have to also have our own hustle and we have to also be self-sufficient. So there are plenty of women in the world that's self-sufficient and that do, they got their businesses. I mean, they doing their thing. Or even if they don't have no business, because everybody not made to have no business. But even if they not, they don't own their own business, they still have a good job or whatever the case is, and they're self-sufficient. They don't need a man. They want a man.
And whatever he doing is just extra.
It's just extra, right? As opposed to the other side, which are the not self-sufficient women who need a man, but then y'all out here with this whole I don't need a man ass attitude, but yet you need a man to, provide for you and do whatever it is that he do for you. So at some point we have to realize that you have to be able to take care of your fucking self. Your nails, your personal grooming, that's your responsibility. That is not that man's responsibility. Now, if he wanted to reimburse you for it, cool.
Gladly appreciate it, baby.
I will take it.
Because these damn plaits was down there. Matter of fact, with the hair, this was a $400-something hairstyle.
But if he wanted to reimburse you,
that's cool.
That's fine. But if you was on the phone with that man and you told him you about to go get your hair done and he did not offer to give you no money on it, I feel like you're not supposed to feel a certain type of way. You was already going to go do it anyway. Suppose he didn't fucking call you.
Suppose you didn't call him. Then what? You still was gonna go do the shit anyways.
So I feel like your personal grooming, that should be something that you should be able to handle. That's not his responsibility.
But if he want to do it, then...
if he want to do it, cool. Your household bills, that's your responsibility. That's not his responsibility.
Because before he came along, you was doing it any motherfucking ways.
And this is the point that I'm about to get ready to make right here. You was doing it anyway, but you probably was doing it with the next nigga money.
Yeah.
So now this is the new guy who wants to talk to you, and now you feel like, oh, well, you want to talk to me, then you got to be paying these bills in this house. You got to do this for me. You can't do this
for me.
But
I just met you a week ago.
But it don't matter. If you about to be starting to talk to me, and I was talking to Harry over there, and Harry was doing it, oh, John, you about to do it too. But it wasn't Harry's responsibility, and it damn sure ain't John's responsibility. You supposed to be able to do that on your own. Now, if they volunteered and did it, then that's a different story. But that's where the self-sufficiency come in at, and a lot of us do not be self-sufficient. And that's what I'm saying. That's the point.
I used to be like that.
You got to understand that.
I used to be like that.
And we finally came to this realization. Y'all motherfuckers still in now. That we all was groomed a certain way. Right? So we was groomed and we was taught to definitely depend on the man, right? Definitely the man is supposed to pay the bills. He's supposed to pay all the bills. He's supposed to do everything for you. And then when we grew up and we got in the real world, how'd that work for you? Oh, okay. Because that's what we was taught. That's how we was brought up. That's what we was taught. So then when you get out here in the real world, and
when you get out here in the real world, well, when I got out here in the real world, I expected that shit. Like I feel like you are obligated to do whatever it is I'm asking you to do.
Yes.
I feel like you obligated. Yeah, you obligated to do pay bills, do what I'm asking you to do, give me money. You're obligated to do that. And when you don't do it, now it's a problem for me. And now I have to. Now I'm gonna feel a certain type of way, and now I have to act a certain type of way because you're not doing what it is that I'm asking you to do. Or no, matter of fact, you told me no this one time. Out of all the times you done did whatever it is that I asked you to do, this one time you tell me no. Now I'm mad in my feelings, and now I gotta cut you off, or I'm about to cut you off because you didn't do this one thing. What about all the other times I did all the rest of the shit for you, bitch? And that's how I was, but I grew up, y'all. I turned 25 and I grew up.
You realize that wasn't a way of life.
Yeah, no. You're not supposed to be like that.
That's not what he's not here on earth to do that. Like, he's not obligated to do that.
And once I realized he's doing these things because he fucks with you. He wants to do these type of things for you.
He wants to naturally provide.
Yes. He's not obligated to do that shit, bitch. He's not obligated to give you the $5,000 you asked him for.
But you felt like he was.
But I felt like he was, and bitch, you finna fucking give it to me. Because I felt that's how I felt. Bitch, all the niggas are obligated to do what the fuck I asked them to do.
That's what I was taught. That's what she was taught.
And that's what a lot of y'all are taught.
That's what a lot of women are taught. You gotta think about it. Your daddy tell you all the time, don't fuck with no nigga who can't do nothing for you.
Your mama.
Don't fuck with no nigga who can't do nothing for you.
Aunties.
So now when you out in the world and this man can't do nothing for you, guess what I'm automatically resort back to? Oh, my mama, my daddy, my auntie, my such said, don't fuck with a nigga who can't do nothing for you. So now I gotta cut you off because you can't do shit for me all a long time. No, baby, you supposed to be able to do that shit for yourself. And then he came in and he just did whatever he wanted to do. And naturally, 9 times out of 10, he gonna say, I got it. If he got it. You know, nowadays, but you need a roommate, maybe even 2 roommates, because shit expensive out here. But that's how we was grown. That's how we was raised. So that's what you were thinking. And it's okay. But now it's time to retrain yourself.
And them niggas was your hustle.
You the niggas is the hustle, and that's what it is. So for all these,
so you really ain't got no hustle. Now I'm not saying all the women, but some women, you really ain't got no hustle. The niggas is the hustle.
You might got a job.
You might got a job, you know, but the niggas is the hustle, bitch. That's where majority of the money come from. These niggas.
Your bread and butter come from.
Yeah, these niggas.
And that is okay. Again, it's okay. But now what are you gonna do? Now that you know what you know. Now that you got the money, let's just say you got a man who give you $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month, every 2 weeks, whatever. What are you gonna do with the money?
Spend it on clothes and shoes and getting your hair done and makeup.
Yep.
So now when this guy cuts you off for whatever reason, he just don't want to do this with you anymore, you got to go jump to the next nigga.
Because men get bored too.
Yeah, he get bored too. So now I don't want to talk to you no more.
You fine, whatever, you look good, you this, you that, you maybe did real good, you maybe fuck real good, but guess what? It's about 10, 12,000 other women out here.
You're not the only one that know how to cook. You're not the only one that got good vagina. You're not the only one that got good top. So baby, if you feel like you the only one out here that got all that, you sadly mistaken.
Yeah, dead that.
You can dead that.
Men get tired of that too, and they move on. And that's the reason why they move on. Because, okay,
that was fun while it lasted. Let me see what Ashley got going on over here. Now I'm gonna do the same thing for Ashley that I was doing for you. So when I get tired of Ashley, I'm gonna move on to Rebecca. So now you gotta go jump on to the next nigga to continue this lifestyle and, you know, all that extra shit.
So that's the point what I be trying to make is you gonna do this shit, do it. It's cool, whatever you gonna do it. Cause who the hell are you to tell me what I'm doing is wrong? But what I will say is,
ain't nothing wrong with it.
If you gonna do what you gonna do, go ahead and run your play, baby. But at least set yourself up and understand that this shit is gonna end. At some point,
eventually,
it will end. And you have to have your own shit in order for you not to have to fall back and go back to the ghetto or wherever the fuck you came from, or you
Or
have to
resort
go
back to another nigga.
another man. Unless that's the kind of lifestyle that you want to live. And that's the reason why, like I said, a lot of women, y'all don't be having no morals and no respect for yourselves. And that's why y'all be in these miserable ass relationships with these men, because you can't afford the lifestyle. He can, and he made sure he positioned you that way to the point where you are so comfortable there you ain't not making your own money. So now he can do whatever the fuck he want to do when he want to do it, and it ain't nothing you can do about it but sit in the fucking car and complain. But at least you're not gonna cry in a fucking 2002 Toyota, but you're gonna cry in a 2024 Benz or a 2024 Bentley. And you in this nice big ass house and so on and so forth, but you're miserable. You're not happy. Your soul is broken. Why? Because this man is tearing you down limb from limb, and there's nothing you could do about it because you don't even understand that the fact that you need to get your shit together yourself, personally, you.
Yep.
That's all I be saying, but this shit gonna go over all y'all fucking heads, and it's okay. I'm gonna be here again.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
I'm gonna
okay.
tell y'all
Always
again.
do.
It's cool.